Yeah?
You know, we're going to probably be a few days of hot, dry weather. Yeah, we're looking at some chances on the 14-day forecast. We're also going to look at the tropical update as well tonight. But we begin with temperatures. You see them over my shoulder, finally slipping into some 80s out there on a pretty warm final Monday of July. But here's the highs. You know, we should be hitting these kind of numbers. The feels like, actually, is where we're starting. Did I not? Oh, wait a minute. You know what it is? I didn't do something first. Here we go. So that's what it feels like. Those are current readings. Feels like 92. But I did want to start with our afternoon highs today. Afternoon high-wise, here we go. 91 Bernie, but 95 New Braunfels. 98 Hondo. Not one triple digit till you get south to Cotulla. I'm sure Carrizo Springs probably hit 100 or 101 as well. But I think we're going to be climbing just about every day this week. 93 up in Kerrville. Our high was 97, which again, about where we should be, only one above. 103 stays in place, an old record high from 1951. And speaking of triple digits, you know we've only had 4 this entire, I'll call it season, because 3 of these 4 were in spring. Only 1 was in summer, and that was last week. I think we're going to go to 5 this week for sure. All right, hour by hour overnight, as we take a look at the winds outside tonight, southeast at about 15 miles per hour. We'll slip into the 70s, but not until probably 2 or 3 in the morning. On our way to a morning low of about mid-70s to start your Tuesday. But here's what else is waiting for you tomorrow morning. Some fog out I-10 or 37 south, 181. Anything southeast and east is going to run into some fog early. By about 9:30 or 10 a.m. it's gone. We did see a few showers materialize today near Victoria, but it was very, very light. In fact, most of this week we're under the influence of high pressure. The high strengthens, the high weakens, but for the most part, the next several days, it'll be strong enough to keep us quiet. So this is the time of year that we look to the tropics. The Atlantic Basin is quiet. You start picking up some pretty good thunderstorm activity at the intertropical convergence zone where the trade winds converge, and that's expected. We've got one little system there, but not of interest to the National Hurricane Center. However, the Pacific is active. And remember, hurricanes are important because it's how the earth cools. Every single one of these systems starts around the equator. They all want to move to the poles. They're moving warm water and warm air to the poles and cooling things off. But we start August later this week, and August is the most active month of hurricane season. It's when we've seen the most Texas landfalls of tropical systems, some 20 plus since 1967. So we'll be looking for some activity to start picking up. We're still expecting about 17 named storms this year, and we've only had 3 so far. But remember, mid-August to even mid-September is when we get most of the action. All right, so here's the 14-day forecast where the next few afternoons are hot. You know, you're going to be hitting heat indices of about 102 to 103. Please make sure you're hydrating. A slight chance of rain, just like this past weekend, will hit Saturday, Sunday. And then the first full week of August is going to be dry and hot. So please remember, we need to supply the demand that's coming. And I'm talking about Project Cool. You bring a brand new box fan to any San Antonio fire station, we will take it from there.